This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 699 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast for January 28th, 2026. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Glad to have you as always. I am not alone. No. I am here with Tracy, Michelle, and Lee. What's up, guys?
Yo!
Welcome back, Christopher. We missed you last week.
Yeah.
I don't know what your name is, though, because you didn't say it.
Yes, I am the mysterious character, Chris.
Oh, Chris. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey,
The elusive one.
Gotcha.
sister from another mister. Come on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really not fast.
Okay. It's been a while.
Hasn't been a
been that
while, but I am here now, and we're going to have a discussion this week.
Yeah.
So this week we are diving into Epic Universe, and we're going to rank the 4 portals of Epic Universe. That's right, 4. I think we all agreed that the most impressive portal is the Chronos, so we're taking that off the table and discussing the entrance portals to Dark Universe, Isle of Berk, Ministry of Magic, and Super Nintendo World. Now, for clarification, the portal includes the actual entrance and up to the end of the entrance tunnel. It doesn't include the view into the world from the end of the tunnel or anything that may be behind that.
So just to pull back the curtain, Chris literally asked that question 2 minutes before we started recording.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you explained it well. So as if there's a door at the back of the tunnel so that we can't actually go into the land itself. That is all we're judging is...
Yeah. Literally the front of the portal itself plus whatever's kind of part of that portal, because they've all got something kind of sticking up into...
I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Technically, we're just ranking the facades of the portal.
Kind of,
Really?
because for me, the actual tunnel in the portal makes a big difference to where some of mine sit, honestly.
Yeah, no, what I mean is, like, when we rank facades,
Yes.
right, it's everything you can see from standing in front of the ride.
Yeah.
So this is everything we can see minus
The view
the end of the
through.
portal.
Minus what you can see through the portal
Through the portal.
Yes.
and the land. Yeah.
I mean, we might as well talk about the Chronos while we're here. I think we all would agree that it's by far
it's
the best one. It's so
spectacular, yes.
awesome. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whether you guys have seen
Sets the
it.
tone for your day.
It really does. And like we got to, when we went for, I think it was the day we were meeting up with you and Alexa, Chris, that we got to see like the whole opening ceremony thing where they start the Chronos up and stuff. And it's super cool. And then at night, one of my favorite pictures from Epic Universe is the one that Tracy and I have got in front of the portal at night, in front of the Chronos at night. And it's stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Also, it for some reason makes me want to tear up every time I leave through it at nighttime. That little beat that it has going on is
Like a
just
little heartbeat.
Yeah.
it pulls the heartstrings.
And the lore behind that Chronos and Epic Universe as a whole is pretty cool. I got a whole bunch of backstory from when I did the non-private tour opening weekend. I need to pull all that together into like a history episode or something.
I would love to do that.
If you know all that backstory stuff, it makes it even cooler.
Yeah, it's interesting as well that it also gives Epic Universe something that Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida don't have. You actually get to leave through the entrance portal at Epic, and you don't at Islands, because at Islands you go around the side. You don't actually leave the same way you come in, and the same at Studios, whereas at Epic you do. And I think that makes a big difference.
Well, that's a portal back to the real world.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I like that about it, because it kind of feels more special leaving the park under the Chronos than it does.
It ends the story as it should.
It ends the night perfectly.
Yeah, it does, because leaving Islands and Studios doesn't feel special, really.
I mean, yeah, I'd agree. It's weird though. I remember like us discussing this, whenever they were building the park, how, we had a concern of it getting clogged or backed up, right? And all the visits that I've done, I've never experienced that, nor have I really heard much of that online.
No, but then also each world has a separate exit. So you can come to it, you can go in and out of the main portal, but then each one also has a separate little bit to the side.
not
Actually,
that. I'm talking about just the main portal.
Oh, the
Kronos, like
Kronos,
coming in
yeah.
and out of the park, right? Like the entire park has to go through that
Yeah,
one
that's
in
true.
and out.
Yeah.
So it's strange that
Yeah.
it never really experienced that.
No, it never feels crowded. Even opening day when everyone was there getting in at the same time, it never felt...
Yeah.
Sorry to rub it in, Chris.
And
Again,
I'm sure once they add that Lord of the Rings expansion, it's going to get pretty busy. So.
that's coming over here anyway. Whatever.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, let's jump into this. So we're going to rank them from 4 to 1. We'll all give all 4s and go on from there. So to kick us off, Michelle, give us your... Wow, so excited.
Okay.
I'm intrigued because I think this is another one of those things that normally when we do these rankings episodes, you can kind of have an idea where everyone would have everything, but we haven't really discussed this. This is one we haven't even talked about. And Tracy and I doing our research on these portals, we watched actually the Mammoth Club videos. They did quite a detailed look at each one. I learned stuff that I didn't even know was a thing.
Ooh, send me that video.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a little bit torn. I'm just going to go with my gut here. And I think you guys are not going to like my answer. So my number 4 is actually going to be Super Nintendo World. And that is because it feels very overwhelming to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's very in keeping with the
busy.
rest of the world at that point, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a very busy design. Like the star
It
that's painted onto the cement in front of it, all of the bright colors. I mean, it's that way for a reason. That's the video game. I get it. But me not being a video game girly, probably because I also find video games a little bit overwhelming. So yeah, it's just a lot for me. I'm not able to just like stand there and in that entrance and like be in awe. I just kind of want to get through it into the escalator and get to the world itself. Just because it's just so busy to me. So yeah, too busy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And not busy people wise, just like
there's a whole lot going on.
overstimulating.
That's Super Nintendo world, though, isn't it? It's like there's
Sensory
so
overload.
many people that just like especially when you walk out of that balcony, it is a lot.
Yeah, if you don't have a reaction when you walk out onto that, though, there's something the matter with you.
It might be.
It is an overstimulating world in general for me.
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I still enjoy it. And
Yeah.
I'm still, I'm not a person that generally has to escape when I'm overstimulated. But I definitely don't tend to spend a lot of time in that world.
I think
in general.
like I warned you from when we knew it was coming over for like comparing to the Japan one. I'd warned you what that bull environment.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
It does. It makes
and
it
it's a
quite
lot of
overwhelming.
people. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I think it was just like geared towards an ADD generation.
yeah.
It's a lot.
It's definitely the most full-on world without a doubt.
I mean, it just feels gaudy to me. Like maybe if that star weren't painted on and the rainbow
see, I
weren't
love
painted on
that.
the sidewalk, it might not be so bad. But
But do you not think that that's like harkening back to childhood, drawing on the sidewalk with chalks?
I like it.
I think it's more of a conversion from a real world to a video game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what
Well,
it's meant
and
to
It
be.
has
maybe
very like Paper Mario feel to it.
hold on, though. You just made a good point. So in the other worlds, we're not a part of that world until we're through the other side of the portal.
Mhm.
So it doesn't make much sense that there is so much going on here, especially that star. Like, why is that star on the cement? We're not in that land yet. It should this side of the portals should still be reminiscent and cohesive to Celestial Park. And to me, that should be something that is maybe on the other side of the portal when you're coming back out. But I don't know. It just, okay, that's it.
So the argument is, keeping in theme with Celestial Park, what's more in theming with Celestial Park than a big star?
Well, the rainbow isn't.
You get rainbows in space. Have you never seen one?
No.
Oh, I saw one last time I was up there.
Exactly. Hey, each to their
I definitely
own.
haven't seen stars with eyeballs in them in space.
I do kind of understand what it's like. If you look at the other three portals, the thing on the floor in front of it definitely isn't as in your face as that Rainbow Road and Star is as leading into Super Nintendo World for definite.
But they're all linked, I feel.
Yes.
To each one.
they're linked. There's like a link between what we're walking into, but also it still ties into Celestial Park, whereas this one does not at all.
No,
like
I do agree with that.
Like you're already in Super Mario.
I
World.
agree.
No, it's the star. That's why the star's been chosen.
I know that, but yeah, it's I think if the rainbow wasn't there as much, I understand why
The
it's
rainbow's
there, but I
part of
do
the
agree
star.
with that.
Maybe not the ramp. Maybe they just could have done a splattering of a bunch of those little stars and made it less overwhelming. Maybe it would have been a little bit more cohesive with Celestial Park. I don't know. That's just my thought.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, that's our opinions.
Exactly.
We all
This
have
is why
them.
we're all having different
Exactly.
our own says.
Lee, give us your number 4.
Woo. I might take some heat for this one. My number 4 is Harry Potter and the Ministry of Magic.
Oh.
Ooh.
Now I like it. Like I'm gonna come out the gate now and say I like all of these. I think they all do a great job at that transition from Celestial Park into the world that you're going into. But obviously we've got because we're all theme park nerds, and this is what we do on podcasts is we rank things and we have to separate things off. There's a reason now. Because I'm getting there first. Tracy and I watched that Mammoth Club video and they talked a little bit about the entrance to this, and it made like I haven't really paid attention to these portals at all, quite honestly, from the minutiae of detail that's on them. Because I'm sure you guys have noticed there are wands on the outside of the portal. The 4 on the left-hand side are Voldemort, Harry, Ron, and Hermione's, and the 4 on the other side are, is it Newt, Tina, and who were the other 2? From the 2, they're all from, so the left-hand side's
Goldie, probably Goldie, and
Yes.
maybe I can't remember
Where
who they
are
were.
Seraphina, maybe?
Oh,
Like,
that
where are
rings a
these-
bell.
So around the,
Rings-
so
yes.
you see there's like a big, so you see where the writing is, Chris, that says "Welcome to Harry Potter World."
Oh,
Here's
I
where
see it
for
now.
the magic.
Yeah.
And then down the side of
Welcome
that,
to
there's
Harry
2.
Potter World.
Yeah, I don't know what it says, right? I should know. And then below that, there's like 2 gold bits as well, circling round.
Yeah.
So there are 4 wands on each side. One side's Fantastic Beasts, the other side is Old School Potter, and I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously you've got the Elder Wand and stuff, and then going through the portal itself, you've got the blue LED screens. I love the LED screens, but we've already seen little details where some of the pixels have been out, and that really takes away from it. And then leading out into that subway tile thing, which is cool, but it doesn't feel
Not
like
leading out, because that's not good. The
leading
portal
out of the
transitions
portal.
in
So shut
the
up.
second half of the portal.
That
Thank you, Tracy.
subway
You're welcome.
tile, which doesn't feel plastic. I do feel the entrance to Ministry of Magic is a bit weird because it's not preparing you for what you're going to get. I know the idea is to keep that reveal, so when you round the outside into that reveal, so it's kind of, I like it, but it's my least favorite just for that reason. It's, I don't know, it's a little underwhelming.
Okay.
That's fair.
I will go next because I also have Harry Potter World at number 4.
Whoa!
Actually,
hell's going on?
this is the only.
Did you just say Harry Potter
No,
World?
right, but I'm going to say, right, this is the only land that contains Harry Potter at the 3 Universal Orlando parks that you can actually refer to as Harry Potter World, because it is.
Can I just point out that it's not actually anything to do with Harry Potter, because he's not even born.
But the Ministry of Magic,
Yeah, but
he's
he's-
still in there. He's in the ride.
He's not. Hang on, he's not even flaming born.
Yeah, I know, but let's not get
Time
into this. I
turners.
remember what happened
Time
last
turners.
time, and it got.
Technically,
You
you're going
want-
through the Flu Network.
Yes.
There's
to
a time-
Harry Potter, but
And you walk under a big time turner.
Anyway, I remember what happened the last time we had this conversation. It
yeah,
got
well,
a little
let's not
heated.
discuss the freaking time turner. Lee and I almost broke up over that.
Hey, it was all you. I didn't.
All right, enough. Mother has
Sorry,
spoken.
Chris.
Hey,
Please,
Tracy.
No, it's Chris.
I'm just listening in because I don't
Yes,
remember this
Michelle.
conversation.
Anyway, we're not getting there.
Michelle, do you want me to hit him?
I would like
Chris,
Chris
on.
to give his
Always.
reasons
You know
of why
what?
it's
We
not
will-
fall.
Never needs to be questioned.
I know.
We will have this conversation on the bonus episode.
I don't think we will, but all right.
All right. So back to this number 4. Yeah, I agree with what Lee said, where I think all the portals are very well done and they're very specific for the lands that they're trying to represent. So this is not a knock on, whether it's good at all. I think it's a very good portal entrance. I love the aesthetics of the front, but when I go to a theme park, I want it a little bit more fantastical and kind of whimsical and all that. So this has more of a normal looking aesthetic, I guess, if you want to call it that. So yeah, I just kind of prefer some of the things that kind of are, blaring in your face in the other portals. So that's why I have this at number 4.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's exactly. I completely agree with Chris's perspective. I knew I liked him.
That's right.
And according to Google, which we all know is 100% correct, the other wand is Grindelwald.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yes.
It would make sense since Dumbledore's is there on the opposite side.
So is it Goldie? Is it
You mean Queenie?
Newt? Queenie, sorry, yeah.
Thank you.
Michelle said Goldie.
Yeah,
I don't think
Queenie.
it didn't sound right.
It's Goldstein surname.
Not Goldie. Yeah, sorry,
Yes.
Queenie Goldstein. Yeah.
So it's Newt, Tina, Queenie, and Grindelwald.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool. I didn't realize until watching the video of that. I realized this is why I'm so desperate to get back to Epic more and more and more, because there's so many little details that for all we've been, it's so overwhelming to try and take everything in. Is just so much.
But this is what I love and advocate for on the show. The fact that it doesn't matter how many years you've been going, you will always find something new. Just as long as you keep your eyes open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tracy.
Yeah.
Please give us your number 4.
Well, I'm going to preface this by saying I've hated every single minute of this because you're making me choose between my favourite children. I love them all dearly, and this hurts. Yeah, so...
Well, this is where we're at. We're into the new year. Epic Universe has been open. It's time to start ranking.
And honestly, I can't believe what you two boys just did.
Really?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Wow.
Because I've also got Ministry of Magic.
Wow.
I love it. It's beautiful. It just doesn't have as much as the others. It lacks something.
Yeah, I agree.
The attention to detail is great. I will say I've thought about this, and it's potentially the fact that I am not a big fan of metallics and gold and stuff like that. It is a bit in your face with all the gold accents. I absolutely adore the green, that 1920s shade of green, which we see around the park.
Yeah.
I adore that.
Yeah.
But
It's like an emerald, right?
a little, it's a little less
Little
than
less
that, but
than emerald.
It's like a jade
It's a bluer
kinda,
tone.
Yeah.
It does have a name and I can't think what it is. It's one of my favourite shades, but anyway.
Green will do.
Green will do. Yeah, we were at the Mammoth Club seeing all the different ones and stuff. I had my eyes open.
So amazing, yeah.
It's from Parkside, not World side. Parkside, it's absolutely stunning. So much promise. And then you get to the second half of the portal and it's just plain white subway tile.
It is. It's weird, isn't it?
It literally feels
Let me
like...
ask this question to you guys.
Yeah.
Because you're bringing this up, and Lee, you mentioned something earlier, right? How you don't like, and we're not supposed to be looking past the end of the tunnel, right? But you did mention that.
You did, yes.
Where you don't like that entrance there. But is this maybe intentional where, when we're going past Diagon Alley, it looks like nothing is there, right? Hidden in plain sight. Like that's
maybe.
how all the magical stuff has always been. So why create this grand looking thing?
Okay.
No, it's just a tunnel that goes, here's a subway.
Yes.
No big deal.
Yeah,
Keep
that
on
makes
moving,
sense.
mugs.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Like I say, the entrance to Ministry of Magic is it's built so that you don't see. I mean, they're all kind of the same. That you've got to move past the end of the portal round before you get that full reveal of the land. So yes.
Yeah.
The feeling of the subway tiles, all you need is some old drunk up the tiles and it would be like France. So
I mean, that probably has happened.
Yeah.
Probably.
Leave me in the
I
park
hope
long
not.
To be
enough.
fair.
And
Wow.
I can fit that aesthetic for you.
I don't want to be negative about it. Just because it's in fourth place does not mean that's a negative.
No, and we've said
really,
that
and
about
I feel bad for saying negatives about it because people put a lot of hard work into that and it's very much appreciated because the attention to detail is perfect.
Yeah.
I just wanted to end on a
I think we
positive with it.
prefaced it with we are not ranking it because one sucks. We're just
No.
No, it's because Lee's
picking
made
your
us.
favorite.
Exactly.
Correct. Lee's fault. There we
Yeah.
go.
Look, I will accept that one, and this is my fault because this is what we do.
So you do.
As theme park
you make us
nerds,
miserable.
We have to rank the weirdest crap we possibly can, and before we get into rides and restaurants and all the rest of it, let's rank portals because who else is going to do that?
Oh, we've ranked potties.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
There we go. So Super Nintendo World for Michelle, and then me, Tracy, and Chris all with Ministry of Magic.
Eek.
Yes.
Yes.
UUOP is brought to you by the Producers Club. Join today and get bonus episodes, the chance to be a guest host, birthday shoutouts on air, be part of our awesome Facebook community, and more. Head over to uuop.supercast.com to subscribe. Shameless plug.
I'm going to continue with my number 3 is Ministry of Magic. So I was going back and forth between Super Nintendo World and Ministry of Magic, believe it or not. It was difficult for me, obviously, because I love this land.
Yes.
And I love everything Harry Potter, and I love everything Fantastic Beasts even more. I love the portal itself. Again, having done that VIP tour, our guide told us a lot of little secret details that you can find on that portal, which is very much in line with what Chris was saying, how everything is supposed to be hidden. Nothing in these Wizarding Worlds in any of the parks are supposed to be obvious to the naked eye. So it fits the franchise for sure.
Yes.
The thing that my favorite thing about this portal is the hand and the wand at the top. That is my favorite peak of all of the portals, except for the Chronos.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. I think it's so beautiful in its simplicity. I love it.
I agree with you, Michelle. Especially when you see it from on the you're in the other side of the park, you can still see it.
I find it a little
kind of
tacky,
cool.
if I'm honest.
It gives me the goosies. From across the park, I can look over and see that giant hand and wand in the air, and I know that my beloved Wizarding World is just over there. It just warms my heart. I love it. The thing I don't like about this portal, but again, it makes sense to the franchise, but I don't like that it's hidden back behind that. I guess it's a restaurant. Isn't it a restaurant that's kind of in front?
It's like a kiosk? Is
There's
there a kiosk? Yeah.
There's
it
a
is.
kiosk, and there's some special bathrooms and.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It is hidden away from the rest of them isn't.
Grimmauld Place. That's hidden away.
Yeah, and which again makes sense, I guess, but I don't like what it's hidden behind. Does, in studios, Diagon Alley is hidden beautifully, right? We've got the whole London waterfront. It's not just hidden behind some random bathroom and kiosk, so it feels like it's almost being disrespected by its placement. And because of that's part of the reason why it's far down as number 3 for me. But because it is so simple, that is what I love about it. It's the opposite of Super Nintendo World. It is simple. It is underwhelming. It is inviting. It piques my curiosity. It makes me want to go through the portal to know more.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
that is my numero trace.
Okay.
Okay. Lee,
I'm going
number
again,
3.
am I? I probably am going to take some heat for this one. My number 3 is Dark Universe. So I like it again. I've said with all of these, they're all really good. It's one of those that during the day it looks kind of. It definitely comes into its own once the sun goes down. 100%. It's probably the best portal at night. In fact, it is the best portal at night.
Yes.
It's 100%. That's what it's meant to be. Again, the sort of detail in that portal itself. You've got the skulls, which Tracy pointed out when we watched the video of
Where my
Vampire.
talking points.
I'm going to let Tracy talk about this when she gets to her number 2. I don't know where she's got it, by the way. I'm just
When it gets to my number 2.
speculating. And number 1, I don't know where you've got it at. Anyway, I love where all the others, where we talked about Potter's got the time turner, this has got that weird plasma ball thing in it, super cool. The Tesla thing above it's awesome. And then
capstones.
I actually love, this is one of the better transitions through the portal, through that purple with the lightning on the LED screen, and then into that wooden Darkmoor aesthetic is super cool. I love that. It just, during the day, it just lacks a little something for me, and that's why it is my number 3.
Okay. Let's see if we can do this again. So I'm going to go as well, and it's because I have Darkmoor also listed as my number 3. And Lee, you touched up on a lot of the points there. I would totally agree. Love Darkmoor, right? During the daytime, the entire area I think is a bit lack.
Yeah.
And again, because it needs to have that darkness, right?
Yeah.
That's at nighttime, done, right? But you know, the portal on this one, I think they did a very good job at all the aesthetics around it. I love that purple
Yes.
for that land. It just, I don't know why it's perfect for it, but I think, you know, all the colors they picked for the different lands are perfect.
Yep.
Because it just has the vibe of that, and they hit it as well with this one. So it really does feel almost like you're going through an experiment, right?
Yes.
To go in there. And yeah, the entry into Darkmoor I think is also fantastic. We're not talking about that, so I'll leave that alone. But yeah, I have this one at number 3 for those reasons.
Okay. So. Can't believe Chris and I are on the same page so far. Interesting.
Crazy.
I think knowing what I know about Chris, I think we might have all of ours in the same.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Let's see. Tracy?
So I've been flip-flopping. My 2 and 3 are very much interchangeable. And even now, so before anybody had said anything, I'd kind of like settled into a 2 and 3, and then it just switched. And you guys talking have solidified the switch for me.
We've pushed Dark Universe up to number 2.
No, you've actually brought Dark Universe down to number 3.
Wow.
Ooh.
I love it. I love the fact that it's all dark and brooding, and you know, purple's my favourite colour. Well, one of my favourite colours. And I love the attention to detail, but the fact that it isn't what I would say a 24-hour visual piece is what has marked it down for me. Like you mentioned, like the plasma ball capstone, and as he tried to steal from me, well, he did steal from me. The skulls. It was the second visit looking at it closely when I realised that skulls that are embedded around are actually vampiric.
Yeah, they're super cool. Like I never realised until we watched that video and you pointed it out that the vampire skulls.
And I said, so you didn't look at my photographs that I sent you then of them up close?
No,
he probably read off your paper, Tracy. That's
he
what it was.
did. He was always copying off me. I love the fact that you've got like it's embedded in the roots of either old trees so it's all like gnarled oak roots.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like you both said, the transition within the tunnel itself, you go from the experimental I think you're actually the plasma ball if you think about it. The capstone is a plasma ball, so you're inside the plasma ball. So you are the experiment, and it's transported to this ancient land because you go through it. World then. You know, you've got all this stone, you've got old-fashioned lanterns, you've got crossbeams that are collapsing as well. It's just the attention to detail is fantastic
on all of them. Quite honestly,
yes, it is. Yeah. Just listening to you two, it made me realise that the other one that it swapped places with just makes my heart sing a little bit more.
Okay.
You know, you mentioned those vines, and now I'm staring at the picture. It's something I really don't pay attention to when I'm there, but it's very well done.
It really is. Yeah, it's beautiful. I would really like them to make little ornaments of these, please.
I mean, I would buy them.
That would be my mantle.
Yeah.
Please. And ones that actually light up.
I know they gave away those portals, like the Kronos, for the media people, but if they sold them, they would make a killing on them, because I know.
Also, don't make like 10 of them.
Yeah. And
put opening day, please.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do number 2. Let's see. You know what? Let's keep the order. Michelle, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is I Love Berk.
I thought it might be I Love Berk, do you? Oh, that's cool. I love Berk too.
I mean, I love Berk itself. I love How to Train Your Dragons. I don't know, this although this entrance has a lot of stuff to it, like the tower, like the stone tower that you can see coming up is really, really tall and beautiful and has the dragon head and is all lit up and beautiful during the daytime and nighttime. It's just a very grand entrance, like with all of the rock that's around it. And I guess that had to be built that big to mask what was behind it, because that world is huge.
Yes.
Back there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So because of its sheer size, that that ranked up to number 2 for me. I do like that it looks like fire.
Yes.
Inside the tunnel when you walk through, which is very on the nose for dragons.
On the snout.
Bum.
Aha. Yeah, it's cool. It's grandiose. It's large. It's what's not to love. So yeah.
I did not think of that red and fire. That's
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just really appreciated them. Like they were just beautiful to me. So I didn't really like put things together. But now, like actually doing these deep dives in the portal, it's actually a lot cooler than what I thought it was.
Is the ball up there supposed to be a dragon eye?
It's Toothless flying over. I think it's a...
Oh, it is. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
Toothless
It's
flies
Toothless.
round.
Yes, right. It is.
It is Toothless. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Toothless flying. Okay,
Yes.
now I see it.
Yeah.
The Eye of Sauron.
It does look like that if it's from the little tiny image that I
It
put
really
in the
does.
notes.
That's
It
why I
really
thought
does. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Lee, can you do number 2?
Okay. Let's see Chris's reaction. My number 2 is one that has been mentioned already. And
They've
that
all
is,
been mentioned already.
So this was originally my number 1. When I set out to do this, I was like, oh, I know what my number 1's going to be. And then we watched all the Mammoth Club videos and went, oh, yeah, it's not. My number 2 is Super Nintendo World.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay.
I do love the Super Nintendo World portal. It is exactly what you would expect from a portal to that world. Everything that Michelle said was as a negative for her for this portal is everything I think is perfect about it. Like and that's that again, Michelle. That's entirely like I understand why you feel that way. I've talked to so many people about Super Nintendo World that it's just if you have any sort of neurodivergence or I could fully appreciate that world is too much for a lot of people.
You said any sort of neurodivergence. As somebody who does have that, I do disagree because it depends on the person.
I know Kelly, your Taste of Universal co-host, finds it. She's again a little bit like Michelle, where she's not someone that necessarily needs to get away from it, but definitely finds it overwhelming. But I think this portal is the perfect entrance to that because it kind of prepares you for what's coming. The fact that you've got all the characters around the outside of it, you've got your little Mario there. I love. So Michelle talked about how she loves the big pillar with the hand and the wand.
Column.
I think this is perfect for Super Nintendo. I mean, you pointed out something that I'll let you talk about later on about that. But you've got the flowers. What are the flowers called?
Fire flowers.
I love that. The toadstools and stuff. It's perfect. The only thing I don't like about it, and again, this is a very different portal to any of the others because it goes up that escalator. It's actually the longest portal. And being stood on that escalator going up that warp pipe can be a ball ache at times. Like you just want to be in. But I understand they did it. They had to do it really because they weren't going to, because of Florida, they couldn't dig down like it is in Japan. I'm assuming like Japan, you go in at ground level, do you? But it's
you do, but you've walked up,
but not as much as that escalator would be.
It's a long walk.
Really?
It's a very long drive.
Okay.
Because you walk in a very long, winding path.
I assume it still must be built down a bit, unlike Orlando's isn't. They've built it at ground level, so you have to go up to the top.
Yes, you go up to you walk. So it is on ground level, but what they've done is so you come up on the second level, you walk up an incline, but it's a long, winding incline.
Okay.
So there's no escalator or anything like that.
But is it not dug down at all?
I don't think so.
Oh, interesting.
I think everything's ground level and it's built
But it
up.
feels like a gradual build up rather than having to go up an escalator, which I think it would be better. But yeah, I understand why they've done it in Orlando to do this way.
Well, the water table's different, isn't it?
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So they couldn't dig it down. But I just, for me, it's the perfect portal for that world. It tells you everything you need to know. I know Michelle, and I do agree with you that if you look at the entrances to all the others, and we're not talking about what's on the floor, but it is part of it. It is very different. That entrance with a star and the rainbow road on it is very different. It's very more overstated than the rest are kind of understated, which is interesting. Yeah. But it's like, hey everyone, if you can't handle this portal, don't go up that escalator because it's only going to kill you.
Warning.
Yeah, but I love it. I love it, and I was genuinely, when we started this, expecting this to be my number one, and it's took a step back because of. I mean, we all know what it is at this point because I've only got one left. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. So there you go.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go next.
Go on, Chris. Don't be proud, boy.
Super Nintendo World
Yes!
is number 2, and
Awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, this is very weird. Not just because we're agreeing on the same ones, but you basically said almost everything that I was going to say for
Love
it,
it.
right? This was going to be my number 1 Portal
Wow.
because it's done perfectly, right? Like the reason why portals exist at Epic Universe is because of this portal. It's because of Nintendo that they mimicked all the other portals, right? So
Fair.
the fact that this is the one that all others are modeled on, it should be number 1, but there's other
That's
reasons
a
why I
good
selected
point.
a different one.
You're right. I've never considered that this. Jesse, what is the entrance to the one in Japan? A portal like this? What is it?
Yeah.
The same as the
Kind
one
of
at
wa-
Epic,
yeah, you walk through a warp
Yeah.
pipe.
but not like it
I
doesn't
forgot-
have the portal like this does.
If I'm
No,
not
it
mistaken,
does.
it was
It's a half warp pipe.
one of our mutual friends that told me this, where the reason why we have portals is because of Nintendo. Like Nintendo said, we have to have that pipe portal, and then Universal was like, "Oh, we'll just do the rest of the lands like that."
Oh, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it is. It's a green water pipe. Yes,
I never
it's
thought
kind
about
of
Googling
similar.
it. I was just going in my photos.
Yeah, all right. I do like that entrance as well. Actually, it's pretty cool. The one in Japan, but yeah, all right. I wonder what the one in Hollywood's like. Anyway, sorry, Chris. Carry on.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I think I think they did a fantastic job at it. It is very much like in your face, like you had mentioned. Again, I'm just repeating things that you said, but I will just kind of lightly, touch on it. But yeah, like even the portal itself going up in there, you already have noise and sound effects, but different, right? It's very elevated. It's very, like mentioned earlier, like if you're neurodivergent, depends which one you are.
Yeah.
You may love it or you may hate it. And there's times where I can come in here and it like hits the right spot in the brain. It's like, yeah. And then the other times where my social battery's dead and it's like, shh, I don't want to be in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely, you got to go in there at the right time for your brain. But yeah, I think this portal, it screams video game and and other world, like a cartoon or animation. So yeah, I think it's perfectly fit for the land that it is. And but I have reasons why another land is number 1.
And lit up at night, it's really cool. It's really cool at night as
it's
well.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Well, that land itself, I think, is
Yes.
the best lit up at night land. But
Yeah, I would agree with that. Although
right.
Ministry of Magic is cool at night. I do spend a lot of time in there at night on our last trip. And
Anyway,
had
this is
a
about
real
portals, not
appreciation.
about lands at night.
Look, we can
that's
That's
the next
another
episode. We're going to be
ranking,
ranking
exactly.
day and nighttime.
Yeah.
we can
Yes.
divulge. Anyway, divulge.
Everything's better at night.
So. Ooh.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Tracy,
Yes, that would be me.
give us a three-peat. Come on.
So I will give you what was my number 3 is now my number 2.
Can't be. Oh, it can be.
Why can't it be?
Go on.
Super Nintendo
I
World.
can't believe we've all in the same one. Michelle's
What
the
the
only one
hell?
that's
What's
dived.
wrong with me?
I'm glad we had the study session without Michelle before. this
Shit, did you
episode.
guys
Yeah.
get together beforehand or something?
Yeah, it's a big
We're sharing answers. We
conspiracy.
cheated.
We really didn't. I haven't spoken to Chris in like 3 weeks.
I mean, I get I've been MIA, but damn.
But you're entitled to what your thoughts are.
I said at the beginning,
You're right.
I didn't
I
know
stand
where.
by my decision.
Yeah,
clear.
I said at the beginning, I didn't know where we would all have these because
No.
it's not something we've talked about. And the fact that Tracy, Chris, and I have come out on exactly the same page is really interesting.
But it's like, for me, this sounds weird. Apart from a very, very early, tiny handheld Nintendo that is like literally like, it was just, you had a little boat. Older people will know what I'm talking about. It was literally left and right and a catch or something. It was a little boat, shark-infested water, and parachuters coming down. You had to catch them in the boat so they didn't get eaten by the sharks. Very, very early Nintendo handheld game. Until I was an adult, that was my only real experience of Nintendo, apart from seeing my friends' consoles and sometimes being allowed to have a play on those. But I was very aware of Mario and Donkey Kong. So it was still part of my childhood, even though it's more part of my adulthood, if that makes any sort of sense.
No, that does.
Because now I have money and I can buy the games. Well, I don't have any money, but I had money and I could buy the games that I wanted to buy. But it's a very nostalgic thing for me, and they've been very clever with this portal because they have put all those elements that make Super Nintendo very special. Well, to me, they could have a piranha plant as well, but we'll forgive them for that. Things that I like about this are the colourful swirly bits around the column. I'm probably wrong, but I think it's Rainbow Road.
Yeah, you did say that last night.
I said that last night. That was my initial reaction. I'm probably wrong, but if I'm not, cool. If I am, tough. And I love the fact that the quote they've chosen is, "Here we go." And you walk through that and it's Mario saying it. His voice is in your head every time. I know that you've classed the escalators as part of it because you're in a warp pipe and you're getting pulled
because
through.
it is the warp pipe is so the subway tile at Potter.
I know, yes, I know, and then that's the other half of it. I know, yes. I love in here the sounds. I can't mimic these sorts of sounds, but the little beat sounds that sounds a bit like Pac-Man actually. When I think about it,
video game,
little video. Yeah, the fact that it's all pixelated. The medallions around it are all the characters. I think that's great. There is a little bit too much gold in it for me, but that's again just my personal feelings on metallics. And I love the rainbow star that is basically you're being shot into it. Is my view. Shut up, you. That's my view because in the games that when that star is moving, it's moving fast, and for me, that's hurtling you into the portal. I don't know if any of that made any sense. It sounded like a lot of waffle to me, but
no, it made sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 2. That was number 3, but you two convinced me.
I didn't convince you. You convinced yourself.
All right, Chris convinced me.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, it's about time you got the blame for something.
No, he's getting praise.
Blame.
Thank you.
I wish to go to South Korea.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
All right. To great suspense, we're down to our number 1. However, can we figure out each other's number 1?
I mean, I could have guessed what Michelle's was before we started, to be fair.
Well, Michelle, go defend your number 1.
I shall. My number 1 is Dark Universe. And I did waffle on it a bit because logistically, just in looking at the pictures that you've provided us, Lee, it does look obviously more understated than some of the others. However, thematically, with what it is supposed to represent, I believe it is perfectly on point. I believe it's exactly what I wanted it to be when I first heard that Dark Universe was a thing. I love that it's actually not like huge and massive. Like I want it to feel a little bit claustrophobic, I guess, and small, and sneaky almost, that we're finding ourselves in this world. I like that it's not overwhelming. I like that it's dark and dank looking. Like I love all of that. I love the purple. It stands out so well against everything else being like dark.
Yes.
The skulls, such an incredible addition. I love the electricity. Like I can't remember, other than Nintendo World, obviously, when you're going up the escalator and you're hearing however you make that noise, the warping sound.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Isn't it that what it is? Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
That's it.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
That's not a bloop bloop,
This
but whatever.
one I can hear, like it in my head, the crackling of the electricity.
I'm hearing it right now.
Like I can hear it in my head right now. Because it makes such an impression on me when I walk in and out of that portal. The other ones, I don't remember Potter or Isle of Berk having.
No, that's an interesting point.
any major sounds other than just music. But the crackling of the electricity is perfect. And I think it's fine at day in daytime. I mean, obviously it's more beautiful at night, but I think it's perfectly fine during the day as well. Where it is situated is perfect. It's not too hidden, but it's not like out in your face. It's one of the best portals for taking really cool pictures. And I honestly like that you still can't see the world when you look through. I know we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
But when you look through the portal, it's still a mystery.
I think they're
right?
all like that though.
No idea.
Yeah, they're all like that though, to be fair. They all have a reveal that you can't really see. But you can
Super Nintendo world, you know what you're going into. Harry Potter, you kind of know, but like this one, nobody knows what Dark Universe is. And it's...
I see what you're saying, because it's not based on something that a lot of people... Yeah, you don't... Yeah, that's fair.
Right, like it's still a mystery. It just is... It's just creepy. Like the whole thing just screams creepy, and that's my vibe. And I love it. And I quite often, especially like during Halloween Horror Nights when things are announced, I get disappointed after I actually experience it because I've built something up in my head and it doesn't meet that standard. This did not disappoint. So that is why it is my number one. Yeah,
and it's rare stuff like you go back to 2 or 3 years ago when The Last of Us was at Horror Nights. Like I was so excited for that house, and it didn't. It was, to be fair, it wasn't great, but it was never going to live up to the expectations of what I had in my head, and that's exactly it. By the way, is this the noise?
Yes.
Yeah, I completely. Yep. Yeah. It definitely needs an expansion, though. That land world.
I can't wait.
All right. So number one, I think it's best if we just open it to a discussion.
Yeah.
Since Lee, Tracy, and myself, we all selected Isle of Berk.
I'm so
well, actually, I've decided to double vote for something, son.
So I mean, why did it take the cake for you guys?
For me, it's the color palette used, because it's very natural. You've got all your stonework, and I know that the colors don't look natural, but if you look back historical, like clothing and stuff like that, and fabrics, because they used plants, the flora and fauna around them for these dyes, these colors are actually very true to what they would have been. And I love that attention to detail, that for all it looks like unnatural colours, they are actually colours from nature. And there's something about it that is very calming. Even though dragons are not calm and Vikings are not calm, there's something about the colour palette that it's just inviting. And it just soothes my soul.
Yeah. Like, come in here and die.
Exactly. Yes, okay. I'm quite happy to do that. And it's,
Yeah, like for me, I just think it's about balance. I think this portal is the most well balanced for me, in reference to going back to, I forgot which portal I was talking about, but that fantastical, that theming and all that stuff, right? Like Nintendo pushes it and skews it to one direction where it's like too much, and then you have Harry Potter, which is like not enough. And I think Isle of Berk kind of gives me that balance. Like it shows me a lot, but it's not shoving it down my throat and just like, oh, look at me. It has that natural aesthetics to it, like you mentioned, but also has those vibrant colors and those different aspects that I think bring it together. I also think it works. I think it's the most well balanced that is just as good at nighttime as it is as daytime.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, I don't know whether my decision's been swayed slightly for this was the first portal we actually went through.
That's true.
But I
never forget your first.
I completely agree.
That's also true.
It's for me, it's the best transition, like through the tunnel, because you've got that entrance portal, then the red of the fire on the screen, and then into that Viking rock work into Berk itself. But like you say, from the outside, it's understated enough, but without being completely understated, but it gives you everything you need to know about Berk from the outside. That you've got like the Viking built tower with the dragon emblem on the top, and you've got
it's a lookout tower.
Yeah, you've got Toothless on the ball, and I love the quote that we, my friends, have dragons, and you've got all the dragons in like laid in the portal itself. It just, it's that perfect balance of exactly what you said, Chris. That perfect balance of understated but fantastical enough that it just works.
I want to add to that the greenery, the planting in front, like there's a path between it. It looks very marshy and boggy, but I was looking at it because I will look at things like this because I love plants and landscaping, and I'm pretty certain that in there are herbs which they would have used medicinally, and it's little details like that 99.9% of your parkour will not even spot. But I love that detail.
That's actually really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm such a nerd.
No, that's amazing.
It's like my autism's showing.
You're hitting on the mark on that, because I forgot how many different types of plants there are in there, and the team that they have that monitor it.
Yes.
Like it's, I was watching a video on it. So freaking cool. Like how much effort they put into plants and how intentional that they are, that it would line up with what you're saying. I mean, even to go further, like the picture that we're looking at here, like it like you said, looks like a marsh where it's just kind of like a mismatch of plants, almost like it just happened naturally. But in order for it to look like that, somebody would have had to spend so much time, attention, and detail to make it look like it was not a big deal to put together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The most over-engineered casual planting. But if you look as well, it's got the flowers in the dipped part are blue. So as far as I'm concerned, that's supposed to be water without being water.
Oh yeah.
But also if you look
it kind of looks like a little lagoon.
It does.
If you look in the arch, there is a blue, and they're quite possibly the flowers that would be beaten into the fabric to create that blue. Again, sorry, I'm just a nerd. I know. Sorry.
I know. I said earlier on that doing an episode like this, ranking the portals themselves going into each world, is the most nerdy thing ever, and it's what we do.
It is.
Tell you what, it's made me realize how much detail. Like if we can talk about these portals, having been through them so many times, and then actually boiling them down and actually taking the time to look at all the details of them and realize there's so much stuff that we haven't noticed. How much more stuff is in that park that we haven't noticed?
And that excites me so much.
So much.
This is like Port of Entry all over again.
Yeah. The medallions have different dragon species on them.
Yeah.
There's a Gronkle. Yeah. I'd just like to zoom in there. So we've got like the bar around it that's held in place with what I think are gemstones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping it.
Dragon teeth. Yeah, that would have been
amazing.
But they all have that same ring around the outside of the portals if you look.
Yeah.
I will say, whoever mentioned it earlier, like mentioning that the red could be like the fire from the dragon, like that also
Michelle,
like elevates it.
It's awesome. It does. It's the for me, it's the entrance like screen that has the most it's the one that fits the most to the world you're going into.
Do you know what it puts me in mind of? The exact opposite of it, but the water vortex. It's like a fire vortex.
Oh yeah. I will say, if I could have one, blue sky request, I think that would be so cool for this portal, because somebody mentioned it. I think Tracy, the lookout tower is like, if they were to do some kind of like Beat Builders type thing every
that would
few
be
hours,
amazing.
where you see a Viking going up there, kind of looking out.
Would be cool.
Like maybe a little
like a
10-minute, like a little spectacle of like, oh, I see something. It's over there. There's a dragon, and kind of interacting with the audience. Like, get in, hurry!
Wow.
Like,
so then
the only thing is, you're not supposed to technically be in the world until you're through the portal.
That's true. But then you can still see it from the other side, because Tracy and I have both looked at each other and done the same thing. So once they get those drone dragons working, that would work perfectly with them if they were to do that every time they put one of those drone dragons up, to have a Viking climb up and be like, what's that? And then that dragon come out would be awesome. It makes me the one thing that's been going through my head the most while doing this episode is I wonder how many artists we've got as listeners. I would love to see what people could come up with if we were to go, right, we're gonna redo Islands of Adventure in Universal Studios Florida and have each land, world, whatever is in there, with its own portal. I wonder what a portal would look like. So a portal for Marvel Superhero Island, a portal for Toon Lagoon, Jurassic Park, Hogsmeade, Seuss Landing. I wonder what they would look like if they were to do portals for those. Would be amazing.
I wonder
I'm
if
sure
we should have a
competition.
we should. That would be cool.
I was just going to say, I wonder if we can make just a blank template for people to print in colour.
Probably.
Or if anybody knows how to do that and would like to help out.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because I want to colour in portals now.
Because the portals themselves, are the same template. They're just designed differently. Like the portal is they're all the same. Yeah. So yes, you could just black outline the bits that are all the same, and then you're right.
Ooh.
That would be super cool. I'd love to see what they would do with that though, like a Minions Land one or a Springfield, for like design for the other worlds in the other parks would be awesome. I mean, this has set the precedent now. I was always a bit skeptical about having separate worlds that was only like one way in and one way out, but it works so well at Epic.
Just a question, because obviously I haven't bought all of the merch yet. Do we have portal pins? Because if we don't, we really should.
It's strange, isn't it? That we've said this before. The marketing department, the merchandise department, comes up with some really cool stuff, but then you look at certain things and you think that's there.
Obvious. It's
like
it's a cash cow.
People have been crying out for.
I don't think I've seen anything with the portals.
No. It's like people have been crying out for something for the Velocicoaster. The entrance room with the 3 raptors and the coaster, to do something like a paperweight or whatever it might be for something like that. And it's like people have been asking for it, and it's like that's the stuff they want. Everyone's got a million mugs and a million T-shirts.
Yeah.
Do something that's different, and it's
just put the soundtrack on a damn vinyl.
Yes.
Oh my God! Have you seen the Isle of Berk ones out on vinyl now?
Yes, I saw Adam's post. I'm like dying to go get that now. The artwork is beautiful.
But
if you do find it, try and find 2.
But that sets the precedent. Like, are we going to see a Super Nintendo World one?
So.
Are we going to see a Harry Potter one? Are we going to see a Celestial Park one?
Super Nintendo should be released on 8-bit. Like an 8-track.
Oh,
8 track.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that people that don't get out there all the time. We've got one. We've got the Dark Universe one. It's like if you don't get the rest of them, you're just going to be super annoyed.
And as a vinyl fan, so yeah, if you find them, Chris, and there's 2 there.
Or 3, if Michelle wants one.
Oh yes, 3 if Michelle wants one.
I may know somebody going to the park soon, so
Michelle,
I'll reach out.
Do you have the Dark Universe one, Michelle?
Love you, Chris.
We don't have a record player or anything, so I haven't been collecting vinyl.
That's not an excuse.
I collect enough stuff. Don't get me started on something else. Nancy might divorce me.
Cool. Think of all the stuff you'll have.
Well, all you say is
the amount of wands I have is insane.
And what about Wizarding World wands?
Oh, I mean, we're gonna
I genuinely thought this was going to be a short episode. It's like we're talking about the portals. How long is it going to take?
This is us.
Apparently an hour.
All right.
Yep. I love my interactive wands. Some of them even vibrate.
I like my oh my God.
Come on.
Lee, how late are you to that one?
Save this for the
episode
bonus
is
episode.
over. We can't derail now. All right. We got it in the beginning.
Me and Michelle derailed about 3 minutes ago.
That's it. I'm calling this. All right. That's it for the podcast. Don't forget that we want you to try 3 cones at Epic Universe's Isle of Berk. Rate each one out of 5 and send those recordings to podcast@uuopodcast.com. And we'll see you next week for another news show. See ya.
That's the end of another Stella episode of UUOP. Use the Flu Network to give you access to us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. And check out our blog at uuopodcast.com for everything else. Send your owls to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, jump down the warp pipe at uuop.supercast.com. It's alive on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else that podcasts are found. So please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Dragons aren't the only way to get around. Email Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. Listen to them, the children of the night, the children of the UUOP network. Rush of Fear Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info. The Taste of Universal, Universal Orlando Food Podcast, Port Key Passport, an adult-centric Disney podcast, the unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast, and Big Dumb Stuff, our comedy, pop culture, and themed entertainment podcast. Make sure to subscribe and come back next week because in the end, it turns out all we needed was a little more of this.